I think you'll find the mannequin get pushed out the wall and shoved somewhere else. Something I always thought of is maybe being able to use the sort of the dummy things. Have some way of using these. You've got the dummy armours. Have it so that it sort of puts your armour there where the dummy thing is. So you'd mount that on the wall kind of thing. And it'd point your armour there. Just don't know how you'd do that. It's an idea I had. Let's have a look. So what was it? We're going to get rid of that shelf. I'm going to push them back. The red, the green, the gold. They can go. Poke them out, lower them down. As close to the floor as we can. You got to think of them poor wood elves. Rise them up. Rise up. Place that with the gold. That with the green. That with the red. And that's it. There we go, that's cool. Pretty colours. See if we can put a wall chart on here. Possibly one I haven't used. Don't think I've used that one, no. Or something that's not so horrible. That'd be nice. There we go. That's better. And I want a plant over there. Juniper. That's a lot smaller than I thought it was. That's way too small. Let's try something else. Got an idea. Whoops. Create new version and then make our own version of it, which is a little bigger. So a little bigger. There we go. Some banister here, arms would appear. Yeah, a bit awkward. Be nice to have some sort of proper like mounting systems for things like armors, helmets, everything. Just wondering about its water system. It's a bit ugly where you can see it under there. Wondering if there's something I can do. Change that. It's like boarded up or something. Don't think there's really anything I can do. Look at getting a column in there. Nah. Don't like those banners anymore there. I'm going to change. I want something nice and long to fit in there. That in there. Something alchemy related like we've got over here. So I was going to create a alchemy banner. I just want to look at what my thin banners are going to look like over here. Just grab the Oblivion ones as an example. See how small? I have to make them dramatically larger. That's cool. They fit very well there. Just double the size. There we go. Swap them out, of course. Rid of that. Alright then. Now, banner wise, what would I like there? I want something very, very similar. Like in terms of the symbol style, it's really cool. Colour wise, not sure what to go with. I really have to match or be a very neutral colour to go with everything else. Brown, like the ones opposite, might work, but it's a bit ugly. What is that symbol? Alchemy symbol. Let's see if we can actually do those, but with my own style. Somebody's got that hanging around as an image. That's cool. That might work. Photoshop this sucker. Right. See if I've got the edit for this. I should have it here. Colour to go with. I've said countless times that the tower's general colour is blue. Don't know whether to go with the brown. That might be alright. Oh, hold on, it's here, of course it is. Right, that, grab it. Drop it in there. Resize it. Blending options, and let's go with colour overlay to be sort of not quite as white. Then we want the general opacity of it to be down to about 70. Also try maybe a pattern overlay just to rough it up a bit. So that'll even put that on there. Texture overlay even, that might be better. If we can zoom in. Make things a little different. Let's try lower opacity than that. $60 ought to do it. Bit smaller. Mess that up. Clears up after. Put this down the bottom. That there should do. That's cool. I was thinking maybe some strips, but I think that's fine. Let's save that, see how that looks. See how that ends up, shall we? Yeah. Brown, Alchemy, edit, and we need to point to where it is. Just gonna reset the cell, make sure everything shows. Thoughts, people? Does that work, or does it look absolutely ridiculous? I like it. Let's see what everybody else thinks once the stream catches up. Hide the water with plants. ferns maybe. It's an interesting idea. They actually look pretty good. I think that little texture overlay sort of shows up quite nicely. I think these are actually the symbols for like the achievements, and they work really well for banners. They look fantastic. Lines down there or something would really work. I might do that. So I'm just going to save this. Wrong button. Looks fine. Yep. Pretty cool. What's the brown look like up against those other ones? Probably pretty close. Let's duplicate one and put it next to them. I think it's a lot lighter. Come on, shit. There we go. Oh, that's not too far off. Shame these damn things have got holes in. That's not to do with alpha either, I don't think, or is it? Might be. This doesn't seem to have the whole alpha changing thing on it. The holes still seem to be there. It might be to do with the actual mesh itself, which is annoying. There you go. I like my banners to be clean on the inside of here, interiors. Although what I was going to do was, when you arrive here at first, there are a few banners up which have all kinds of holes in them. They've been ripped, torn to shreds, and then you have to replace them. The idea I'm now having for the tower is for certain sections, like furnishing, I want it to be the best of both worlds from most of my mods, and I want maybe the player can either, if they're good at crafting, they can sort of craft their own furniture, use materials, and they can build it that way like Mershkum, or they can buy it from a store if they don't have the crafting ability. Because as great as Mershkum is, it's like some people are like, well, my character isn't really a carpenter or anything. He doesn't make stuff. It's like a mage or something, not very good at making things. So the option to buy would be nice. So have a good mix. Choice to do either one. This light needs to be a bit more blue, doesn't it? Bit of a darker blue, maybe. There we go. And we need to nav mesh all under here, so it's going to be an interesting scenario of hiding everything. Just need a big sod off button for everything in the middle. Don't know, I kept bashing the keyboard. I mean, I've got Cherry MX red switches. I don't have to bash them. I have to tap them. There we go. That's better. Just going to leave the stairs there. Didn't mean to hide that then. Luckily we don't need the main tower part yet for this. So let's go to the nav mesh and change this. There we are, nice and easy. Now we should actually get some critters. I'm not sure about around the sides though. Might just have to forget those ones. In fact, what I do need to do, I should have finalised that and then just check it. Did that have a check on here? I always forget the button. I think it's that one. Test nav mesh. No, it's not. Nav mesh. Check nav meshes. That's the one. By now it'd be moaning at me, so that looks to be fine. Refresh. Should all be sorted, and then just delete the critters off the sides. A gold trim down the outside. The long banners. Vengeance K95. Mine's a Vengeance. Yeah, is it Vengeance? I don't think it's Vengeance. It's a K70. I got the old K70. They've got the RGB keyboards now, which are like just they're a plaything. They're a toy. I'd like to have one, like, but I'm not going to replace my keyboard just to have flashy lights. They've got to be what, £100 or something like that. I mean, this one wasn't exactly cheap. Cracking keyboard, to be fair. Only thing wrong with it is the USB, where you put the mouse into it. That's gone a bit wonky, so I have to connect my mouse up directly to the PC now, but that's nothing. And sometimes I keep getting the scroll lock button keeps flashing at me. I have to keep redoing the firmware on the keyboard for it to stop, but yeah, really solid keyboards. I had quite a Corsair phase because I've also got a 1500 headset. I've got a Corsair bloody power supply, Corsair RAM, Corsair case, Corsair fans, Corsair cooler. Anything else Corsair? Well, yeah, a Corsair badge on the front of the case. Another badges and I had a big Corsair phase. Bit sad, but there you go. Good stuff, good quality stuff, but I think it's gone a bit downhill of late. But anyway, people aren't watching the stream for keyboard chat. That's looking good. We've done the nav mesh. We've got rid of some critters on the outside. Got the drapes done, banners, call them what you will. Got the new ones there. That's fine. What was it there? We've got these weapon racks. They work okay. Been having some thought as to how to do those display cases to work with the Insanity stuff, but not have to work with them. I think I know how I'm going to do that now. And this rug was 4 mile in the air from the last stream. Don't really want it that high. And the other one should be okay. That's cool. Right. Not sure if them planters work. I'm pretty sure I've linked them all up. They should be ready to go. But I've not tested them yet. I'm just going to leave the Alchemy Lab for a while. I'll do the clutter when I can. And we'll see what else we've got. Dorms. These are so cool. Shrines. Everybody saw the idea I've got going for the shrines. So let's see if we can't put some of those in. Now, how am I going to swap the shrines out? My rugs, my drapes, everything works off sort of just clicking rather than having any sort of menu system to go through, which I quite like that idea. What's going on here? Why is that all flashy? That's weird. I thought that was a bit... Anyway. The way I've done shrines before is when you click on them, you have the option to use them or to change them out for another shrine, which would involve a menu system. So I've got to decide what the best way is. Not sure. One thing I do know is if we can put a cloth on here, that would be kind of nice. Just depends on their size. Oh, so they had to do banners for each one, didn't I, as well? So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Always try doubling these up. Or use a shorter one and make it bigger. Let's see if that works. There should be like a really short one that we might get away with that. Though looking at it, we might not. No. That's never going to work. Sod that idea then. Maybe just something over the top. Or nothing at all. No, I'll leave that. However, it's one idea. What if you actually prayed at these shrines? I'll probably swap that rug out for another one. But for now that'll work. We can have an idol where the player actually kneels down at the shrine. Performs action. That would mean that we would have to have the shrines with their own script, which I'm going to have to type up and think about. So what I'll do is I'll just put the generic shrines in and then switch them out for my own afterwards. Or I'll just put one in to sort of signal where they're going to go. Oh, what was that? Oh, that is awesome. That is freaking awesome. That is flipping amazing. Oh, hold on. Have we got a thing going here where there's one on each one? I'm going to have to research that. I'd like to actually use these anyway and have... These could be very cool. What is with these? Oh, they're pretty big. Big's what I do want there. I think I'd do my own texture like, but stands themselves. How big could they go? Cover the window a bit. Yeah, it's a bit huge by default. Maybe not. They're awesome though. Do like them. Oh, that's wonderful. .25 should do it. Then just put like money, coins, bowls, everything, all the jazz, flowers and stuff. Like, you know, put all that there. What we need is the different symbols as well. Oh yeah, mouse as well. Got a Corsair mouse. M40. I think. I've dropped it like 400 times and it still works. I've just had to like blue tack the side back on. But other than that, it's a cracking mouse. Yeah, I've started Tech Talk off. So, as for push buttons, I don't really want to use push buttons. That's more like something that you'd have had in like Leveler's Tower. Push buttons don't make a lot of sense, like for realism, which is what I'm aiming at. So I want like it to be more interactive. So I'm probably going to end up writing my own script for the shrines. I mean, what is the shrine script itself? I'll just like add a menu, a little menu onto it maybe. That's going to be more confusing than the basic one then. Shrine can go there. Oh, beds. How large are the beds in comparison here? Looking at noble stuff, so how big's a double? Oh, this could be awesome. Some people could have double beds, some have singles. You can put them there actually. Up on them sections. Up against the wall. It's just a bit odd. Just thinking again now. I think I would like something for the evening where the water's really sort of separated. Not sure yet. Either way, beds are going around the outside. I don't know whether to do like dividers and stuff or just have it all open plan like this. Ooh, designer term, very open plan. Yes. Yeah, I'll put it up against the wall. That's fine. See if there's much room for a double. So 165 specifically. Alrighty then. Double beds fit nice. Have like weapon storage on there, not actual proper activatable ones, just like for show things that actually sign. They could show up along with each recruit. So when the recruit's hired, their bed becomes available, and all of their personal items appear. That could be quite cool. So say the orc has a bed here, he'd have like some cool axe up on the wall or something with a massive shield. He'd have all his own bits and bobs, some orcish armour and stuff hanging on the wall. Maybe that would be quite cool. Or on one of them stands, in fact, I can use Insanity's armour stand things for that. That'd be good. They'd have all their own custom stuff. And then when he comes to bed, he could possibly change outfit, and in the evening his clothing could be on the side. So like his blacksmith stuff. That'd go along with all like the dynamic interiors that I did for Mershgum. It could be well more advanced in Caranthir Tower if I can script everything nicely. Let's look at some wardrobe, shall we? Now, I don't know if I've done the trick yet. I don't think I have. Don't know if I will. I usually don't like this pointy bit on this wardrobe, so I take the common wardrobe and then use the upper textures on the common one. Looks a lot nicer. I'll probably just put upper for the moment and I'll change that afterwards. Now everything needs to look much bigger, or a little bigger at least, so make the wardrobe slightly larger. What am I doing? I could make my own. And just put boring wardrobes in. Build my own. That's what I want to do. Let's put a straight one in somewhere. We've got a wall where it's going to blooming work. It's just going to happen to be straight. Nope. This could be annoying. Ah. Minus 120. Should be straight. If we can make this door a little smaller, their personal armor stuff can go on the side. Big wardrobe there opens up and you actually see clothing hanging up and other items on a top shelf. Then you've got bits piled on the top, so whatever else. General design stuff along the outer up the top. Those beds. Beds are going to be different colours. I'm not using the generic horrible bloody beds. I'll use something else. Then we have This could work, yeah. I'm going to build wardrobes from wardrobes. It's all about what I talked about earlier with the furniture looking too small for the actual structure. Just read the chat a little. Your entire load order into his... Jesus. Yeah, bit of DIY. Just get the shots to move off. And then... Just wondering how to build this now. Need more different stuff. Column. Need column. So the last wardrobe I did was for Mershgum, and that's all wooden. I want this to blend in a little with the Dwemer stuff. So no, I'm not going to build this one in Nifscope. The whole reason why I built the wardrobe for Mershgum, why I did a whole Nif for it, was because I wanted that to be craftable in the menu system. So I needed a version that could be an entire single mesh to be viewable. Whereas this is going to be just built into the structure of the tower, so I haven't got to bother with that. Well, that'd be nice to have a single mesh. I just don't think I can be bothered with that again. So let's see what these columns are like and then swap them out for Dwemer maybe. Where the hell's that gone? What is it doing up there? a bit flipping huge. This all depends on how this is built. How the textures wrap around. That could be design, and then the other one could be floor. That doesn't look bad. That looks different. You just know this is going to colour the wood completely wrong. Damn you. Sod that. That isn't going to work. Let's try the other flooring. No, it's not wrapped round well at all. The other one was okay. Probably stick to that for now. Interior. What do we want? What do we want? What do we call it? Wardrobe column 1. Ooh. -33? That doesn't seem right. -30 more like. There we go. It's flashing at me again. Stop flashing at me. That didn't sound right at all. We need this column over here. This wardrobe's going to look awful. This is going to look absolutely flipping awful. This isn't going to be good. Oh, no, 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 no. What the hell is that? Like a doorway to hell. No, that isn't working. I have an idea, but it's just stringing it together. Plus, that wouldn't work anyway. When the doors open, it swings over to the right, destroying the whole armor stand thing. So, I need something else there. Think of that later. Yeah, beds go around there. Is there a reason I put that rug there? Was that to get in and out? And it'd sit there quite nicely, I think. I'm guessing that they are going to need to go all the way around then. Should be nice. Got these wretched beams in the way, and these dust beams. Here we go. I was just going to put one there, but we've got that whole ramp thing going on, so that's fine. Doesn't need to be there. This is going to need that nice, pretty glowiness going on again. So replace that, turn that off. CT portal effects. Change the emittance again to CT blue. Too sure about the size now. I don't know if. Oh no. About right. Portal active and save. There we go. That's that portal lit up nice. I'm gonna need a drain in this as well. I've just thought. Don't know if I made one. No. I've got them in the forge. Something I used in the forge. Got to think what that's called. No, it's not a grill. Let's just go to the forge. It's getting too late to think what that stuff's called. These bloody things. A grate. Don't really want that in the middle though. Ah, that's not going to go there, is it? Okay, I think we've got some structure things going on here. We need these to be steps. NPC's going to have a hard time getting back out. Probably going to end up breaking your leg. Makes it awkward for this. Don't think we want some steps there. Then what we can do is swap them back out with just a wall and then have that there. Ah, halfway is interesting. That's a good idea. Bring it out so we've got that black plane behind it. Staying on the damn thing. There we go. I think we're going to need another black plane there as well. There you have it. Make sure it's not too high. That's about right. That's bang on. Though I think that might be better a little lower down. About there, more like. That's fine. Just makes sense where the water goes. In fact, as it makes sense where the water comes from. That's what we want to think of. This hasn't reloaded all the columns. Somebody did mention having like shower things coming out of the columns. That might be an idea. Maybe move the columns closer inward. Have a look what that looks like. Yes, I am that sad. Not a pixel more, not a pixel less. That looks much stranger. Not sure. I think that's okay. So let's move them all there. That's it. It's just tedious. It's okay, I want it exactly in the middle. I do not want this to end up looking wrong. There we go. Whoops. End up deselecting them now. Balls. I'll do. Gone a bit far, I think. There we are. Tidy that up after. Columns pushed in a bit more. It's probably better, and then I can put like spraying water out of them, and all that sprays to fill the middle back up. Afterwards, I'll script all that so the water will be able to be drained away and filled back in and such. So when you first arrive in the tower, it's going to be just empty. It's not going to be there. Oh, dear me. I think this is probably going to get split into two parts. The last stream had to be sort of edited and rendered and messed around with. Ended up in 3 parts. Didn't go too badly in the end. I was worried I was going to have a lot of editing and messing around to do, but Twitch and YouTube did their jobs quite well, surprisingly. I'm just going to take a look at the forge and see how I work these other things. I think I just put a straight door straight across. Yeah. See here, like it's that kind of thing for a wardrobe, but I'd like something a bit smaller. I mean, that could work. Then put a wooden back, but as you can see there, obviously the door's open, they're going to swing out. So I could put wardrobes that way and have just the clothing inside, no armour rack thing. Maybe I could have some wooden doors for the wardrobes. So if this is architecture, Windhelm, animated. You know what? I think I've just realised I pretty much have the entire game, all the game files unravelled. So I've got the game in a way twice on my hard drive. It's like 8 gigabytes worth just to play around with. Was it Windhelm animated? Secret door. That's it. See, that's the original. If it could stop moving. I'm not going to want the... If there is any, I'm not going to want any vertex... Oh, close. Any vertex colours on these. Move vertex. Then what I'll do is just change the textures. Think it's pointed here, or is it? No, it won't be. It'll be CT textures. Of course it will. So we're going to want structure and floor wooden, which awesomely doesn't show for some reason in Nifscope, and I'm not sure why. Just causes me a lot of trouble, that does. Now floor wooden, do I not have... Oh, what have I done? I've selected the NIF. I think when I actually select the texture it still doesn't show. And now I'm messing that up. There we go. I want the normal for that. Then I want to go back to textures, structure. See, it doesn't show, and I have no idea why. Very weird. Ah, it's copied it out. That's fine. Right, these parts. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. It's going to be a dramatic end of the stream. These parts are going to be Dwemer architecture. These can be the design. Design normal. There we go. That's weird. That clips together perfectly. That's nice. Right. So those will be wooden. Hopefully the wood's the right way, or I'm going to have to change it. And hopefully the wood is the right colour. Otherwise it's going to look pretty crappy. So it's going to go under CT, structure, and it's going to be CT, door, wardrobe, wooden. Probably should have kept that open just. Never mind. I'm going to change this and I'm going to point this toward wardrobe, wooden. Top there. Yeah, wrong way around. Might not be so bad actually. Doesn't look too shabby. And we want... But I nice to put handles on there. I think I know where to get them from as well. Excuse me. Click OK on that. CT door on a wall panel. What? CT door wardrobe. Wooden. That's it. Make a new version. That's what we want. What I then want to what I do is copy this somewhat. Copy that. That way it's not going to look the same as the things in the forge. Plus we can make it a little smaller, maybe a bit lower down. Just refresh that. This is cool. Paste into there. Here we go. Whoa, that's flipping big. Make them much smaller. How big's a human about? That should do. And then switch those out for CT door. Wardrobe wooden. And what we want to do is edit that, because that's the wrong way around. Not sure if I've shown how to do this before, but I'm going to show it anyway. So just the wood's the wrong way around, so I'm going to go texture, edit UV, zoom out of this, select this, then I'm going to, what am I going to do? Rotate selected. I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees. I want the UV map of this as well. Just thinking about it. Was that the right one? Not sure how that's gone about editing that. It's that one that I want to do there. I'm going to close this and try again, because I think I've selected the wrong thing. Let's try that again. Is that wardrobe spelled right? Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to do it that way. I want to do it through the nodes here. I want to make sure that's selected there. Then I want to texture, edit UV, zoom out, select that, rotate selected 90 degrees. Okay, click that off and then do the other one. And that should rotate the wood the other way. There we go. Refresh it to see the changes. Cracking. Absolutely cracking. Nice. I'd like that at the bottom, to be honest, but that's going to be one massive bloody wardrobe. That's a bummer, that is. Whoops. Let's open that then. Funnily enough, I think I'm going to flip that the other way. I'm going to replace that with a floor. Got to think what I've actually called it. I think it might be CT wall. CT structure floor or structure wall. Oh, this is insane. Floor design. That's interesting. No, I've used them somewhere. I've used them in the Apex. I've used like flooring as walls and then changed it to design, but might have kept the original. And I've got a weird naming system for it. see if I can get to them. These things here, these are just like floor pieces, but flipped over and changed. So this is interior wall design. So what I'm going to want is interior wall plane version of that, and switch it out. So CT structure interior wall design, it's CT structure interior plane. Balls. There we go. Oh, that's a bit big. Oh no, it's not big, it's just moved. There we go. And then you would hang the clothing on. But this is awkward now. Is clothing really going to fit in there? Is that not far out enough? This is going to have to come out quite a fair bit now. Let's try and fit the clothing in, unless I don't have that there. That's better. That's cool. Close that. Now I have an idea. What I want to also know now... Oh, I didn't want fraps. What I also want to know now is how I... Ah! What am I doing? Go away! Oh, great. Now my hard drive's having a fit. Just... Right, we need... What is it? What is it? I want to know what I've copied these off now. Where these are being used. I don't know if I've got these still linked to Caranthir Tower's file folders, or if I made the updated versions and linked it to my own resource to make things easier. No, it's still using CT. That's probably something else I'm going to want to do. So yeah, okay. Either way, it doesn't change what I'm doing now. So I want the case doors, and I know that there's some handles on here that I might be able to use. See these here? Oh no. They're hinges, see, I don't want those, I just wanted the handles. Let's see if we can get away with it. Just want to transform, edit that, rotate it 90 degrees. Probably the other way. Oh no, I was right. Other way originally. See if we can just embed the one part into the wall so we can't see it. Well, not that much. Just want a bit of a handle basically popping out. In fact, I'm going to want this a lot larger as well. Double the size, which might help. About there. And push it inward. Like so. It doesn't matter if they pop out the sides either, because you're not going to see that. That might just work. Copy this, paste that in, do the same, transform, edit, size to rotate 90, over by about 186 I think it was. I'm not sure what the height was. 119. Match it up. That about there. And that's not going to work because it's probably linked to the wrong thing. It's going to need to move with it. I might be able to get around that by now copying them into the correct thing. So the parts that move, I'm hoping that these are on their own ninodes that move. So inside of these is where these need to go. So that one is that. That's the left one. 29 is the one that needs to go on. So what I want to do is I want to copy that, paste it under that branch there, remove that, copy that, paste it under that branch, take that and remove it. Which has just made everything go a little messed up. But I can just move them back. That was 5. This is now going to need to be 0. And then push it in a little. This is such a bodge job, it's quite funny. But if it's a working bodge job, then we're all good to go. It's just a way of snagging some handles. Really? Oh yes, there we go. That is so unprofessional. There's probably someone who can properly make that for me, but I'm not too fussed. I've got it working. People aren't going to know that when they load the mod. And that's made of iron, that's fine, that's cool. Save that and overwrite, and then just refresh in the CK, and that should be cool. Then we'll have to obviously load the dorms up. And the handles are huge. Did I make this bigger at all? Yeah, kinda did. But if we put that the original size, that's probably not too bad. Let's grab our usual actor. Creation Kit's having a funny one. And there we go. They're pretty big handles, but no matter. Excuse me. Just had to sneeze. Right, we need this to be different. I think I'm gonna have to do some like columns on each side, and then you could maybe put some mounting stuff on the columns or something. So we can have these doors make some sort of sense then, can't we? Let's use this to sort of level it up. It's going to be a nice set of wardrobes. I knew I'd build something up. So there we go. And then we'll get the bottom piece like I wanted as well, so they'll look a bit different. And now if I just search for my own column design, that should be good. I'll check the chat in a second. I haven't checked it in a while. People are probably saying how terrible it looks. No, that's awful. What do we want this as? Say 55. No, that's completely wrong. I'd say 50. No, that's also completely wrong. 60. Yep. Nope. 58. Just leveling up. Yeah, it was 60. Being really picky, but we'll get it right in the end. See if that works. And rise up. There we go. Does that go up against the door, does it? Bit of a strange wardrobe, but still. Not sure that's quite in the middle. That looks better. Thoughts on that? I mean, I'm not sure. Don't know if that makes a good wardrobe. See what it looks like when it's opened. Those doors shouldn't go too far. And it opens up into a nice little compartment. Might be able to just fit the clothing in there, sort of thing, without it looking bad. Hang something up in some fashion anyway, surely. What? What is going? Yeah, some catching up to do. I'm just going to skim through this. Okay, it's just people having a general conversation themselves anyway. Did you use the Wizard Tower Maid for the contest? You see the Wizard Tower Maid? If you're on about Eleonora's, yes, I'm aware of it. She's a good friend of mine, Eleonora. It was flipping awesome. That's what made me come back today and continue modding this tower. Is I saw that and some of the others, and I'm like, yeah. Eleonora didn't really join it to win though. She joined it for the fun of it. I mean, if I do a contest, I'm going to join to win. But I didn't bother with it. Wardrobe is awesome. Yep, thanks. That's good then. At least one person likes the wardrobe. That's what I mean. I want something unique. Need something big enough to. I mean, let's compare that to the size of a normal wardrobe. Actually, it's probably flipping humongous, but you got to think big with this. Oh, you know what? That's not too bad. That really is not too bad. I mean, what size was I going to have that? I was going to have that about 1.25. That's worked out roughly what it is. I mean, if you take away the stupid drawer space. That's about the right size of wardrobe. And then this all sort of fills in the gaps to make it work with the stuff. And then you dump a load of crap on there that people have. Helmet, shield, the bits and bobs. And then their own personal effects above the head. Maybe a painting or two. That should work out pretty nice. Notice my wood's a bit bent. It's quite weird. Yep. Just have a few wardrobes, maybe a recruit rise. What do you have in there? Maybe conjuration, alchemist, librarian, forge master. Maybe going to be like 5 or 6 recruits. So I'm not going to bother with apprentices this time. I'm just going to have people that can show up in the tower if you like choose to have that option of people joining, coming in and stuff in and out. Might have that like random wizards that show up. Could be good. So that is coming along nice, and then all I have to do is just sort of copy that and put it along other places around the edge when I build that. Let's, in fact, wait to see if the armour's going to fit. Use our little friend here. You put it at an angle. Should be a perfect fit, and you have a number of different armours in there, sort of just line up. That would be good. I mean, I've got the wardrobe that me and Eleonora used for Mershgulm here. That will actually be in the mage quarters. And this has like a pole, and it usually has hooks. So that pole there, what is that pole? That's probably the same pole as I've used elsewhere, isn't it? So same pole again, what I've used for the rugs and such. So if I put a pole in there, that's a draped pole, that's the wrong pole. Imperial Drail pole, then just change it. I can put that in there. There we go, might need to be a bit small on that, I think. There we go, that's awesome. Just move it out a bit. Brilliant. It's more like it. General cluster and stuff. Looking good. Let's go in game and test that wardrobe out, I think. And I might just call it there then. No, I just saw one person said it's awesome. You're all saying it's awesome now. There we go. That's great. Number of you like it. Alright, let's hop in game. Don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. Hop in game, see what's what. That's another thing if I got this second monitor to be able to hook up when I upgrade my PC. I'll be able to just keep things like the OBS on that other monitor and such, so people don't see me changing things. Everything will be a bit more professional and laid out easier. CT Apex. Even though I'm supposed to go to the dorm. See, it's getting late now. It's like 7 minutes past 12 here in the evening. And there goes my phone again, which is going to eventually die. Very nice. There we go. Can I stand in the wardrobe? Oh, that is fantastic. That is awesome. I'm just going to hide in the wardrobe. There you go. That is the perfect hiding place, that is. Of course, I've got to change the door as well to say open and close wardrobe, because at the minute it just says panel. That's cool. Anyway, I don't know. That shrine's about the right size, it's fine. And there's that drain, that looks okay. Coming along quite nice. This could end up being my favourite room actually. Quite cool. And the stairs look okay. Yeah. No, seriously though, come on, that is awesome. You can hide in that wardrobe. That is badass. Okay. That's going to need that whole column idea that I've introduced in the other room. And we are good to go. That's a good idea. Lock your followers in the wardrobe. I like that. Stuff Lydia in there. I'm sworn to carry your burdens. Not anymore, you're not. Get in the wardrobe. Thank you. Goodbye. That means I'll have to actually nav mesh in the wardrobe so that she can go in there. Just like wait over there in the wardrobe, shut the door. Now I'm going to have to try that one. That's going to be awesome. Right. There we are. I was looking at replacing this as well with like that massive black reach ball thing, but it wasn't working out so well. So I left it. I think that's probably better in the end. And I'm really going to have to try and crack on with this somewhat, but it'll take a while. Get a lot of the niggly little bits and bobs going, see if I can actually get a whole section of the tower done. The closest I'm probably going to get is the apex. I think this is coming along really nice. If I fix all these portals up, it's starting to look a bit more magical. Oh crap. Thank you. Change scene. There we go. This is starting to look a bit more magical. Reset. Every time. Every damn time. Just forget. I could have checked those bugs actually, see if the bugs were showing up with the nav mesh now, but never mind. Yeah, the apex is certainly probably going to be the first bit that's done. I'm not sure if I mentioned that I was planning on having the roof open up. I've actually scrapped that now. I'm not going to bother with that. It'd be a bit awkward. It wouldn't make much sense with no support, or the support would be a bit difficult to build to hold that top bit. It just looks silly, and quite frankly, the weather wouldn't translate from the outside. So it could be raining outside, you come inside, and then it's perfectly fine. It looks sunny, so that wouldn't work anyway. So I've left that now. Didn't like the idea in the end again. Oh, the sound effects. I couldn't even hear the sound effects, but yeah, I've just copied them off something else that slides, so it should be fine. My TV's on low volume. Just after 12, I've still got a couple of hours of Ghost Recon to play. I've been on it 5 days straight. I've got to get my 6th. So, yep. I think my cluttering's quite okay in the mage quarters now as well. But I am going to have to change these beds. I'm going to have to make those custom beds, get that resource uploaded for custom bed covers, because these are disgusting. But I was looking into some cleverer way of doing it, but I couldn't manage it, unfortunately. I wanted a way of being able to do bed cover resource where you could still keep the whole noble textures of whatever noble textures you've got installed yourself, but this is all one mesh. And what I was going to do is sort of do it with 2 meshes and have the without the noble furniture. That's sort of invisible on the texture. So you just overlay another mesh, which is simply just the covers themselves, but I couldn't do it, so I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I think I'm out of things to do for now anyway. In the stream anyway. Just checking over. Was it that sort of zone here where you... Where is that? This should be acting as like a door. Oh crap. I didn't want that. Want to view... Oh dear. It's going to be that one, isn't it? Yeah. View link door. Which is weird. There should be a yellow marker for where you come through here. Because it shoved us round here when we used the lift. Or was that in the other room? Not sure what it's done with the marker. View teleport marker, that's what I wanted. It is there. That needs to... Oh. Okay, I'll sort that later on. That's just going to get a bit tedious. So that is it, I think. That's going to be it for this stream. That's got to have been, what? 2 or 3 hours worth? It's going to get split into 2 parts again. So if you do want to follow the progress of the tower, you can visit my website. Although I haven't posted anything recently, I do plan on sorting a bit more of this clutter out and stuff and update a few when I've got the exterior fixed. I've just got to adjust the mesh, add some new windows in there, and then I'm going to redo the exterior images and update all that. So if you want to follow all of that and see more of the tower, you can follow that on my website, www.darkfox127.co.uk, as seen on the background now. So yep, yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, which is where I post most of my stuff. I've also got a Steam page, which I always forget to mention, a Steam group even. Let's see where that is. Dark Fox 127 Productions news. So you can head over here, and I will try to keep things posted on here. I haven't done too bad with the announcements now. I am remembering to use this. As for Twitter, things do get put on there, so if you do want to follow on there, share videos that I put up, anything like that, then go ahead, but I don't use Twitter too much. If ever you want to get in touch with me, this is pretty important for people. Use my website's contact form. Skyrim Nexus messages are probably going to start getting ignored now. So, yeah. So that's it, really. Follow my anti-social websites. Check out my main website, as I said. Leave comments in the video below if you've watched this after the live stream. So it's been uploaded to YouTube. Let me know what you think on everything that I've been building, creating, messing around with. And that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you all next time.